A very warm welcome to all my listeners. This is your host Sharmishta with episode number 8 of the Kiriti Rai detective adventure, The Throne of 32. Let me take you to Kiriti's room, where the musical evening is ready to begin. It is post-dinner, around 9:30 p.m. Kiriti's room. Raja Bahadur, Kiriti, Gyanoda Shankar Babu, Dr. Shamnal and the Queen were present. Upon everyone's request, Kiriti played the banjo to an enthusiastic applause from everyone present. Raja Bahadur was next with his sitar. It was Dr. Shamnal's turn next. Everyone wanted to hear the veena from him. Dr. Shamnal looked at his veena case lovingly and said, "I am sorry, but I will not be able to play the veena tonight. A couple of days ago, my veena cracked accidentally while I was traveling. Allow me to play the flute for you tonight." His audience sat mesmerized as strains of his flute filled the room. Mellow, rich, penetrating, almost poetic. The Joy Jayanti was magical. As soon as Dr. Shamnal finished his piece, Kiriti suddenly got up and announced, "Raja Bahadur, I shall perform a magic act now. But allow me to apologize beforehand to everyone present here, especially Gyanoda Shankar Babu and Dr. Shamnal. Both of you may not understand why the apology now, but during the course of my magic act, you will understand why. Anyway, allow me to continue now. Raja Bahadur, please come and sit before me. Then look into my eyes. Hidden in my eyes is a blue light, but that will be visible only to you after I chant some magic mantras. Everyone else too will be given a chance to see this blue light in my eyes. But let me begin with Raja Bahadur. Your Highness, please." Tridipnath smiled and did as he was told. He came forward and occupied a chair facing Kiriti. "Now, look into my eyes, Raja Bahadur. Carefully, with complete attention. You will soon see a blue light. Just focus on my eyes. Forget the world around you. Everything. Who you are. Where. Why. Just my eyes. Yes, just my eyes." The minutes ticked by. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 10 minutes. Raja Bahadur continued to look straight into Kiriti's eyes. There was complete silence all around. Suddenly, the silence was broken by Kiriti's voice booming out. Raja Bahadur! Yes. Tridipnath's voice came through, feeble. Can you hear me? Yes. Your ancestral throne has been stolen. Am I right, Raja Bahadur? Yes. Stolen. There was a gasp from Gyanodha Shankar Babu. Without taking his eyes off Raja Bahadur, Kiriti motioned him to stay silent. He continued, Do you know where it is? No, I don't. Yes, you do. That night, 13 days ago, try to recall what happened that night. Try, Raja Bahadur. Please, can you remember anything? A few more minutes ticked by. At that moment, all of a sudden, the single candle in the room went off. The entire room was plunged in darkness. The queen let out a frightened scream. It was some time before the candle was relit again. Everyone turned to look at Raja Bahadur. He was standing, as still as a statue, his head to one side, as if in deep slumber. Kiriti lost no time in addressing him again. Raja Bahadur, that night, you took out the silver container from the casket. You unlocked the casket with your own hands and removed the container, didn't you? Tell me, Raja Bahadur, didn't you? Where did you keep it? A collective gasp went up from Kiriti's audience in the room. Raja Bahadur? He? Yes, I did. I took out the container, but I cannot recall where I kept it after that. No, I cannot recall. A few more minutes ticked by. Kiriti slowly brought Raja Tridipnath out of his hypnotic state and sat him down on a nearby chair. The other people were still sitting, dumbfounded. Everyone seemed under a spell. A little later, they began leaving the room one by one, without a word. They were all too shocked. It was way past 11. Kiriti lay down on his bed. Sleep evaded him, his temples throbbing. A muffled sound from near the bookcase made him sit up. He saw the wall sliding aside, and in the partial darkness, he saw a silhouette of a form standing on the threshold of the secret passage. Kiriti smiled. He had been waiting. Who had come to visit Kiriti in the cover of the night? Who needed this secrecy? Would the pieces of the jigsaw finally fall into place? We shall find out when I return on Tuesday, the 24th of November. Till then,